Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to the YouTube Layout Hop. This month's theme is your favorite fur baby. I love you to pieces, and I don't have a pet. So one of the gals, I think it was Rebecca, suggested for me to do wildlife. And I do live pretty far out in the country, almost 10 miles from town, and it's off the county road. I mean, it's off the highway, off the county road, and the drive, well, lane, it's called a lane and it's called only one car fits at a time. Somebody's got to back up. And if anybody new comes up, they're either lost or they're coming to my house because, like I said, it becomes my driveway. The last little bit is my driveway to my house. And I have lots of deer in my yard all the time. When I'd come home from work, like every day, there would be deer in my yard. And when I look out the window, a whole lot there is deer. I've lived here 35 years, and out of 35 years, only 3 times has there been a deer, like for the whole year, usually it is, that has twins. And this year here, there was a set of twins, and I watched them all spring, summer, and when deer season came, I looked out the kitchen window and there was the mama deer and a baby deer, and I thought, well, fawn. It was getting a little bit bigger though. And I thought, oh no, either that's a new deer out there or that's the one I've been seeing and somebody shot the other twin. Well, come find out the other twin was too close to the house for me to see. And I was looking all over, towards the woods and everything and couldn't see it. And then I turned the water on because I was at my kitchen sink. And I guess it startled it a little bit because it ran over to its mama. And it's not dead. But my title's going to be, seriously, I've been known to shoot deer in my yard before. Yeah, that's my title. And because of that title, that's what changed my paper choices. I was going to use that really pretty one from Scrapbook.com, and it has Scrapbook.com's name on it. And it would have gone perfect for deer and deer hunting and stuff. But I knew I wanted to have this long title after all month thinking I was going to use that other paper. And I thought, well, I think I want it colorful. I really enjoy seeing the deer in my yard. And these, I used to mow this part right here when, because I do have a riding lawnmower, and I mowed this part right here, but the last couple of years I haven't because by the time I'm done, I'm in lots of pain doing the whole yard. I have a pretty good sized yard. So this part, I quit mowing it. If my son comes over and volunteers, I ask him to mow it. But it hadn't been mowed yet when I took this picture. And I swear I was not over 10, 15 feet from these deer. When I took the picture, I walked super, super slow, one step at a time. And every time it looked like they were moving or something. Well, the mama deer, the babies weren't paying a bit of attention to me. Every time that she'd look over at her babies and stuff was when I'd take a step. And then she'd look back at me and I looked like I hadn't moved, I guess, because I was getting away with it. And I got even closer one time with a fawn. I was thinking, man, how close is it going to let me get? And I took half a dozen pictures by then. But I took this one thinking I wanted to make a layout of it. And when this challenge came up, for this hop, and Rebecca suggested using wildlife, I thought, I've got that picture. I took it last spring. I'm going to go ahead and use it. I have lots of acorns falling in the fall in my yard, and that's what attracts them, not me. And I think they like the clearing because the little deer just play and run and hop. And like I said, I look out there a lot, and they're out there a lot. And when I'd come home from work, there'd be 4 or 5 in the yard just all the time, or my neighbor's yard. I drive really slow when I'm coming home because by the time I get off work, it'd be almost dusk, and I guess it's the best time for them to be in the clearing. I don't know, but all our yards are pretty clear. And if they're not in my yard, they would be in one of the others. So I get to see them daily. And when we moved here, there was even more, but there's more houses around than there was 35 years ago. And I mean, there would be a dozen in the yard, whereas there's maybe 4 or 5 now at the most. And there would be turkey. And they roosted in my trees every night. I really liked that. I didn't scrapbook back then. I really wished I took pictures of them roosting every night because I'd love to scrapbook it now. I had crows for about 2 months. Those things are huge. And there's like 100 of them. I did not want them in my yard and then the trees next to my yard. I did not like them. They kind of scared me. They'd get on my car and just cover, 3 or 4 or 5 on my car and be in the yard also. And I'd open the door being brave, thinking, you ever see that movie Birds? But yeah, I would think, okay, I got to go to the car, I got to go to town. And they'd always fly off. But, first dozen times or so that I did it, I wasn't sure if they were going to fly off or not. And that was just recently, the last 3 or 4 days, maybe. I haven't seen them out there. I could sit in my recliner and see them really good. And I have not seen any up in that one tree. There was like one in that one tree for a while. And finally, this other bird comes sit beside him. Every time others tried to do it, it run them off. But it let that one sit beside him on the tree. And then all the rest would be over to the right in 3 or 4 trees, just covering those trees. But that one was like the boss. And I watched it all the time, but it's gone. They're all gone. I don't know where they went. Don't care where they went. I just don't want them to come back. I think this is like the 3rd year they've done it. And I'd rather them not be here. Boy, I have been a chatty Cathy this whole time. I haven't hardly talked about my layout. I did use a bunch of different letters on here, and they're pretty old, most of them. I have those new ones from Shamel, well, not super new, but Field Trip. And the paper is all from Shamel. Not all Field Trip, but they are from Shamel. And I fussy cut the flowers out of Go Now Go, is that the name of it? And you see me cut those apart just now. I would have cut more of the yellow part if I hadn't already glued it down, so I could spread it out a little bit more. But I already glued it down, so I figured it this way. I started darker at the top and got kind of lighter on the pink and then turned into yellow. That's where I'm going to cover how I did it. Not the fact that I didn't cut enough yellow out. I wasn't paying attention. But I like how it turned out. I think it's all right. That one was the one I cut a leaf out of, so it's definitely going to get tucked in. And I think that's about it. I'm going to put enamel dots on, and the layout will be done. But I'll leave the links below for all the other gals in the hop. And if you'd like to join in on the hop, it's once a month, the last Saturday of the month, and there is a theme for each month, so everybody be doing the same theme. And yeah, it's a fun hop. You would enjoy it. And it's been around a long time. It stopped for a while, but it's back again. And I used just my yellow enamel dots on here and put them in 3 places, of course. I had thought if I use yellow, I can use some yellow up at the top where I don't have any. But yeah, this is my layout. And if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. If you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. But thank you all so very much for watching. And, oh, did you see those deer? Yeah, pretty decent picture. And I had my camera with me that time. I got it out and used it instead of using my cell phone. But, yeah, that's my layout and love you to pieces. And I do love watching those deer out there in the yard. No, I never shot one with a gun, just the camera. And I have sat on the deck reading and watched deer just feet away from me in the yard. And my dog, he was a pit bull, you know, I aimed 17 years. He'd be laying right there next to me. He'd raise his head up and look at him. Didn't faze them or him, either one. He'd put his head right back down. And I have sat out there and watched YouTube and them just be feet away from me. And as long as I don't move, they're fine with the sound. So they have heard some of y'all doing videos before. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope you have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.